Hey guys, it's Jesse from Central Athlete. We just got done filming a video about time-restricted eating, and we wanted to follow up with a video about fasting. Now, time-restricted eating is a period of time where you would abstain from eating for a certain amount of hours within a day, say 8 to 16 hours. And fasting is a prolonged period, so multiple days where you will not eat any food and it's just ingesting water. So this, in literature, is really 4 to 5 days or more where you'll get some of the benefits that I will go on to describe. So my boy Hippocrates once said, everyone has a doctor in him or her, we just have to help it in its work. The natural healing force within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. Our food should be our medicine should be our food. But to eat when sick is to feed our disease. So that last statement is something that I love, and I have personally played with fasting, and that's one of the things that I came to feel. I know that's super subjective, but you know, when we are eating food, we are essentially encouraging growth, and potentially we could be feeding disease. We now understand that cancer thrives in an environment with a lot of glucose in the system, and that's kind of what cancer cells thrive off of. So some of the benefits of fasting, again, 4 to 5 days without food, is increases in autophagy and apoptosis, which is followed by a massive boost in stem cell production. So autophagy is the process of clearing away damaged cells to use for energy. A really interesting biological mechanism that we have. Additionally, apoptosis is a genetic program that is ingrained into our cells that programs them, the cells to essentially self-destruct. So autophagy and apoptosis essentially are these biological programs that are within our body that, if you think about it, could help us protect ourselves from things like cancer, where you're getting rid of cells that we have no use for, and getting away of old waste and using that for energy. Additionally, mitochondrial biogenesis is the creation of new cells, and what we connect over to as aging can be considered the accumulation of old cells that have accumulated in the system. So you will get these benefits of mitochondrial biogenesis, apoptosis, and autophagy when you fast for 4 to 5 days or longer. Additionally, we see during longer fast, now literature is trying to figure out what's the difference between a short fast and a longer fast. So we don't really know exactly how long that is, but what we will see is entire organ systems will start to shrink, and they will experience renewal upon refeeding. But one of the main things when I've practiced fasting myself, I've been on all forms of proton pump inhibitors, antacids, all sorts of things to treat within the context of Western medicine, GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease. And when I fasted, I had literally 0 symptoms. And one of the interesting things that I've come to understand is that when we do not put as much food into our gastrointestinal system, is we're giving all this stuff a chance to break. So now blood is diverted away from my gut to other organ systems, and my body can start to work on repairing other things. It can put energy to other parts of the body. I know that's kind of a subjective way of describing my experience, but I could really feel it, and I could feel it through the context of no GERD-like symptoms. Another interesting benefit that potentially connects over to fasting is the only proven way that still has come out of literature to increase longevity in human beings is a calorically restricted diet. So potentially you could arrive there through fasting by not eating for periods of time. So who is this good for? In my mind, this can be somebody who is wanting to challenge themselves on their fitness journey. They have been consistent for years of training, consistent with their nutritional principles. They have a healthy body composition, and they want to continue to challenge themselves in other ways. There are a lot of health and potential longevity benefits. Additionally, if you are really trying to prioritize your ability to live long and prosper, this could be part of the life cycle, is playing with this. Again, this would be something that you would want to run by your primary care physician just to make sure that you are healthy enough to do something like this. But from our knowledge and our research, this is something that has great benefit and could actually be really good for people over time. Now, one thing to note is that, however, when I did this, is I did a 5-day fast and I actually lost 4 pounds of muscle. So relative to my body weight, I lost about 10 pounds, and my body fat percentage went up because I lost so much muscle mass. So just something to consider is that this may not be the best strategy to use if you're trying to optimize body composition, because I had to spend multiple diligent weeks training to regain the lost body weight and muscle mass. So again, try this stuff out. We love you guys watching our videos. Share it with your friends and stay fretted.